What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody has had a great start to their week. It is a Monday. Mondays aren't that great. I got nothing good to say about Monday, as I'm sure no one does. But hello Felix, hello Aimwise, hello Brugger, and hello Super Duper Something. This song unironically makes me hit the whipper-nene. It is a good song. My good friend made it. He's linked in the description. But yeah, you're doing all the Tears of the Kingdom shrines. Best of luck with that. I think the Tears of the Kingdom shrines are pretty solid. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd rank them higher or lower than the Breath of the Wild shrines, just in the fact that half of the Breath of the Wild shrines are tests of strength, which I'm not that big of a fan of. But yeah, today we are back with shiny hunting Dudunsparce. No brain. No brain. Let me reboot. But yeah, we're shiny hunting Dudunsparce. We're looking for Triple Segment Dudunsparce, so we're just shiny hunting Dudunsparce in Area 0. And we've got about 40 of them at the moment. So, we're halfway to odds, almost. Don't know if that means we're going to get it anytime soon or not, but we can hope, we can dream. You completed the light routes, hell yeah! I hope you enjoyed the reward. It's totally worth it. Isn't that the truth? Your electricity got hit a few minutes ago. Shit, that's not great. I mean, I'm guessing power is at least somewhat back if you're here at the moment. Alright, let's hop into it though. Let's get into hunting. Alright. Cool. Now for me to remember what kind of sandwich I actually need for this. The issue with doing this once a fortnight is I never remember the sandwich. I think it's sour and bitter. They're like right next to each other and one of them's sour. Oh, it's sour and salty, I think. Okay, first things first is the tofu, actually. Yeah, salty and sour. Let's find out. Let's find out if I'm correct or not here. And then we continue the general acts of hubris as I try to make a stack. This is the closest I've gotten to an actual stack. Oh my god. Wait, that other end, is that touching? Is that touching or is that, like, actually afloat? I think I've done it. I think I've made the stack sandwich. That's not touching. I did it! I actually stacked the sandwich and it's holding. That looks like the worst sandwich to put in your mouth. Because if you try to squish it down, I'd assume most of it would go out the sides. And I got everything right as well. It's Encounter Power and Sparkling Power Normal. A Rampwidge. Quite. That is a horrible creation. And yet an achievement. My greatest achievement, I would argue. If I ever do a cooking stream, I should make the 3 tofu block stacked on top of each other sandwich. 3 raw tofu block stacked on top of each other sandwich. With some nice salty and sour herbs. Maybe like salt and lemon. Maybe that would work. As a fitting substitute. I wouldn't eat it, to be clear. I wouldn't be doing the eating. I don't know if Kite's here, but if he is, then it wouldn't be him. I wouldn't make him eat it. I feel like you're trying to get me there, Moise. So I'm going to be wise. And not read out that message. Alright. I think we can get better jokes in this chat, that's for certain. Alright. Let's hunt. Hopefully we can get one in the first run around this time, because we did not last time from what I remember. Was it last stream I just entirely reset over a shiny without evolving it? Like, I caught the Dunsparce. I did not evolve the Dunsparce. It was still a Dunsparce when I reset. That might have been the triple segment, although I try not to think like that because I find it gets no one anywhere. Like, when I was younger, if I accidentally said no to a new egg, when I was Masuda hunting, I was just like, shit, what if that was the shiny? But, like, that had as much odds of being the shiny as, like, the next 5 after. But then again, I guess sod's law and whatnot. Alright. No, it's just double, he told you. Oh, okay, nice. I'm glad that you have contact with all of the Dunsparce that we have erased from existence. You, like, use a Ouija board for that? To, like, contact Dunsparce and save files lost? Drew, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's gotten off to a good start. We're doing triple segment Dudunsparce hunting today. Oh, we're already getting to new songs on the playlist. Turn this up. Alright. If Fire Emblem Engage does nothing right, which isn't true, tripping over words. It's got a good soundtrack. I feel like that's a consistent thing with Nintendo games, though, you know? Like, Nintendo could make the worst game in existence, and its soundtrack would still be banging. The Sky Island crystals are really hard to carry in your flying machine. Have you considered making a stronger flying machine? Or just strapping them to a rocket and praying? I find that's also a pretty good method. So, apparently, the developer kits for the next Nintendo console have been received by a lot of third-party companies already, which is interesting. And word on the street is said console will be releasing next year, which is pretty exciting. I felt like it was going to anyway, you know? Tears of the Kingdom seemed like probably one of, like, the last send-off games of the Switch to me. Honestly, I'm surprised we're getting Mario Wonder at all. My bet is the new Princess Peach game. It's not a launch title for the new console. It's going to release, like, soon after it releases. I don't think they're going to release the new Peach game on the Switch. It would surprise me if they do that. I guess the next question is, though, what's the console going to be? what's it going to be like? Because on one hand, it would make sense for them to make the Switch too. On the other hand, it's Nintendo. And the last time they made like a sequel console to a successful console, they went very poorly. But who knows? Maybe they'll maybe they've understood where the errors came in with the Wii U. My thought on it is, though, if they make a new console, they've kind of gotta, well, not gotta, but it would make sense if they made a new handheld console. As in, like, if the new console they make is a home console only, unlike the Switch, it's just a home console, then they've kind of got to also make a handheld along with that at some point. The Nintendo 4DS. Or something. But GameCube 2.0. Ah, yeah, definitely. I see no reason, no reasons at all why they'd be adverse to the idea of a new GameCube. The last one let you, like, carry it, had, like, that handle so you could carry it around. The new one will have stilts and will fold out into a table. So you can take it around your friend's house and use it for snacks and drinks before you get onto playing Mario Sunshine 2, which will also definitely come out on the console. That's genius, I know. I've read all the secret Nintendo documents. Apparently we're getting a new F-Zero with the console as well. That's definitely happening. Mario Sunshine 2 would be incredible. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, I feel like we're a bit past the time for a Sunshine 2. I feel like the target audience that Nintendo makes a Mario game for have long grown up. I didn't phrase that correctly. The target audience that Nintendo makes Mario games for, it entirely doesn't line up with the people who'd know what a Sunshine 2 meant. I mean, they can make a good game as well as nostalgia bait. They could make a good game as well as nostalgia bait, but if I feel like the closest thing we could get is like a spiritual successor. So a game that uses similar mechanics and stuff, has a few references here and there. I don't think they'd call it Sunshine 2. Or are you trying to say Mario Sunshine isn't a good game and therefore a sequel would be a bad game? Alright. Honestly, I feel like... I said that, not you. Okay, that is what he meant. I was not stating my opinions, I was stating what I thought your opinions might be. But yeah, I feel like we might get, like, if it's not just straight up, like, the Nintendo Switch 2, which I don't think they'd name it that, I think they'd name it something else. I feel like we get Nintendo Switch. In fact, it would be Nintendo Switch as, like, the full name, but it would just be the Switch. The Switch something or other. Never played it, to be fair. Nintendo bait. I'd buy that. I don't know, I feel like Nintendo have dabbled with sequel consoles enough for a Switch 2 to be likely, you know? Like, we got the Game Boy Advance after the Game Boy. We got the 3DS after the DS. In fact, we got the DSi after the... No. The DSi is like the Game Boy Color of the DS era. Where it's just like a more feature-heavy DS Lite, basically. Also has a camera. I mean, I hope it isn't a Wii U scenario. That's why I think they might not do a sequel to the Switch. That's why I think whatever they make might not be a Switch sequel, like a Switch successor. Because they know what happens when they do successors. And I feel like that wouldn't be the case if they did do a Switch sequel. But I guess the other question is, though... Oh, shiny. The question is, though, is like, do they understand why the Wii U failed? I think that's the big question of why... Like, that's the big question that'll determine whether they make a sequel to the Switch or not. If they understand that the Wii U failed because abysmal marketing, it looked no different from the last console, and the marketing focused too much on the gamepad, which meant that no one thought that... Everyone thought it was the gamepad. Like, when I was, like, an 11-year-old watching the TV, and I saw Wii U advertisements, I thought it was just the gamepad. I thought it was a gamepad add-on for the Wii. That's what I assumed it was. Nintendo Switch U. Oh god. Zombie U was a saving grace for real. Yeah, and that would of course get a sequel on the Nintendo Switch U. Alright. I hope they make a Gale of Darkness remake. I think they'd have to make a Coliseum remake first, and I hate to be that guy, but I feel like that's even more out there than, like, Mario RPG. I feel like at this point, the, combat arena type games focus too much. Not focus too much. Everything that was in those games are now in the main series, you know? That being, like, 3D battles. And challenges, but I guess those aren't really in Scarlet Violet. But, so the only reason to remake it would be for the story, which I guess is why people want the remake, but I don't know. I don't... I feel like they probably don't view it in-house for the story as much as they do the Coliseum aspects. But I guess we'll find out. I mean, we might never find out, I guess. But hatching get some Pokemon White 2 for Modest Nature or Timid Nature Porygon with Grace ability. Hell yeah, I hope you get that soon. Best of luck. If you like walking while you stream, bro, I subscribe. Thank you, dude. That's really kind. Yeah, I do, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And on Fridays, I tend to try to do more community-focused things. I think this weekend, weekend, I guess. This weekend, so this Friday, I'll be doing more Dynamax adventures on Sword and Shield. Looking for possible shiny legendaries. So if anyone wants to join in with that, that'll be hype. Hopefully we get some shinies this time around. One of us. One of us. Alright. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see when what's it called? Oh, I thought that one was shiny then. That threw me off. Alright. My brain has just entirely shut down. We're like in the middle of stream. Give me a moment. Okay, you just realized how out there your team is at the moment. Why? What you got on it? Well, what's the squad, James? And welcome to the stream, both you and Rob. I hope you've been having good starts to your week. Yeah. We are doing more Dudunsparce raids today. Did I say raids? I got raids on the mind. We're going to be doing more Dynamax Adventures on Friday, if you guys are interested in that. But Dunsparce, Triple Segment Dunsparce Shiny Hunting. Oh, we got one, so I should probably enter that in. Typhlosion, Lucario, Vanny, Slacking, Alolan Golem. Sounds normal until Love Disc, which is a little bit out there, I will be honest. Alright. Yeah, all good apart from a headache again. Oh shit, that's not fun. But yeah, hype for more raids, hell yeah. You're playing Instrument Emerald. Ah, fair. And Love Disc has Soul Heart as its ability? Ah, what do? Or what that? Was Soul Heart. Let's hope we get some shinies this time. Yeah, last time was rather underwhelming. Pick a Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arc. It's not a starter or legendary. First that comes to mind, Krogunk. They wish they gave it Fairy typing. Magina's signature ability. I'm gonna be honest, that still doesn't help. I have not used Magina that much. Alright. Oh wait, I missed a couple of messages and my brain shut down, Drew. Sorry about that. Why? What were you suggesting with that? Who special like by one stage after knocking out a Pokemon? Oh, kind of like a more targeted Beast Boost. Do you do competitive battles in Gen 9? Not really. Competitive's never really been my strong suit. In the grand scheme of things. Like Moxie, but special. That's probably a better comparison. I'll give you that. I was gonna be like, what if Moxie but speed? Speed Boost kind of already has that market cornered, I guess. Like, why'd you bother with, like, a speed version of Moxie? When Speed Boost is there. Speed Boost is just better, it is quite. It's funny that Speed Boost is just a thing in the game. So few Pokemon have it as well. You'd say I'm getting good? I mean, thank you. I don't know, I'm still not that keen on, comp battles in general, though, I'll be honest. Maybe I'll do it one day, but... If you Google Moxie, there's only one result. The ability Moxie? Or since we're talking competitive, are you talking about, like, Moxie Boosted or something? Yanmega. Aye, that and, what? Yanmega, Blaziken, Sharpedo? Ninjask? Scolipede? That's whack. Is Scolipede that fast? I don't know, I've never associated Scolipede with speed. It's been more bulky in my head. The only non-legendary Pokemon in Black and White 2 that is banned in Uber's tier is Blaziken because of Speed Boost. It is a good ability. I'm surprised that, like, they made it and have kept it unchanged. In fact, I'd say the bigger thing is kept it unchanged, because they're nerfing abilities all the time, I feel. Because they nerfed Intimidate and Zacian's signature this gen, didn't they? Well, Zacian and Zamazenta's. The results you're seeing are not Pokemon related. Have you put Pokemon in front of that? That's my next question. Because Pokemon is... Moxie's the ability that boosts attack by one stage after every KO. Well, apparently Flittle and Esparathra is hidden as well. Oh, interesting. Huh. So it's properly in this gen. I'm surprised there hasn't been any nerf of it. I guess Blaziken's probably one of the best users of it, to be fair. Although, like, that Lunar Crash ability on Esparathra is really good. Because it's an AC base power attack that lowers special defense by 2 stages. Which is a very powerful ability. I remember in my Fuecoco solo run that meant I had multiple attempts on Gita. Which was interesting. Alpharad did a Sprigatito one recently. He posted a video on it. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. But, what's it called? Ah, hello. But yeah, he used Ability Patch. He used the Ability Patch on the Sprigatito to give it protein. Which, I don't know, I basically he phrased it as like, oh, it meant there was more strategy going into it than over-leveling and using strong moves. But I guess that just makes me superior because I used Fuecoco with Blaze. Haha. You saw the video but didn't watch it though. It was a pretty good video. I don't know, like, if I could edit long-form videos, which should probably be a thing I learn to do, to be fair. What's it called? I'd have considered making mine into one, but... Hello, Ryan! Hello, how goes it? I hope your week... My brain tried to say, hope your week's gotten off to a good start. Didn't realize you hadn't been around in a while, so I was going to be like, I hope you've been well. But then my brain just kind of collided both of those into one. And instead of putting out anything, put out nothing, actually. It just crashed, it just short-circuited. It's good, hell yeah, glad to hear it. Yeah, we're doing the Dunsparce hunts today. The classic. Alright. How long do we have left? 2 minutes, bloody hell. Convenient, I only look now, eh? But yeah. Let's whittle this down and then we can evolve our Dunsparce. You haven't been around for a while because you had to go on holiday. Had to? That's... Was this not a holiday you wanted to go on? Even if it wasn't, I hope you had fun all the same though. Someone else Googles Moxie Pokemon and tell me they see an imp with a suit and tie. Okay, no, alright. Fuck. I'm doing that now. Wait, no, let's wait until the thing runs out. And I'm Googling that, actually. I want to see that. I want to see the imp with the suit and tie. Although, Brugger, are you spelling it with 2 X's? Because I'm pretty sure the ability just has 1 X. Yeah, no, you don't want to get into hell of a boss. Of course I don't! The creator's a piece of shit. Why would I want to do that? Before Hell of a Boss was even a thing, before, like, the other show Has Been Hotel was even animated, I had a good friend of mine who, told me all, like, the shit that she'd done. And I don't know, it's weird seeing so much, dedicated to products they've worked on. That's got imp in it called Moxie. Ah, okay. Kai, how do you know this? Alright. Now, if you're at Pokemon Moxie, you still get the same imp. Ah. Internet knowledge. Oh, we're out. I'm trying to figure out which character you're most likely to have, you know, entered this rabbit hole through. Honestly, I think my money's on the wolf. Are we... Okay. Thanks, game. More you image search Moxie, you get a blue robot and some bottled drinks, but Moxie gets the imp thing. Huh. Well, I guess Google be inconsistent. Alright. Let's get this sparse evolved, eh? I've noticed that lately I've been, like, saying I a lot, just after I say things, which is a weird quirk I've developed for, like, no reason. Anyway. Two. Boo. Aye. That wasn't the shutdown and reboot button. That was just the shutdown button. Do 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 do. Alright. Let's get another sandwich up and running then. Team's all good. Picnic. You guys missed it. For everybody who wasn't here, I made the stack sandwich. I stacked all of the tofu up, one on another, and it worked. I put the piece of bread on top of it, and it was a functional sandwich. I did it. I am proud of myself for managing it. Yes, I am going to try it again. I am a man of hubris. I never claimed to be wise. Nor will you ever catch me claiming to be wise. I have a feeling if I do it like this, it's not going to be like that functional. It was not functional. It did not work. I did it, I promise, though. Kite, unrelated question. You like sandwiches, right? We should call it the Stack Attacker. That is a good name. You love sandwich. I might make a sandwich for you one day, Kite. I might prepare a sandwich for you. You do not want the tofu stack sandwich. Yeah, but it's fine because it's gonna have salt and lemon as well, so it'll make it fine. And don't forget that the tofu's raw. That's a really important part of it. It's raw tofu. I feel like that's an easily forgettable part. You will lose mass from eating that sandwich. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. I can see that. Probably vomit-inducing. Yeah, but I would make it with, like, love and passion, so it's fine. That would, like, balance it out, and it would taste really good, promise. I'm sure you'd love it. Alright. We talking Grandma Love and Passion or Midsummer Love and Passion? a nice midpoint between the two. That's the answer. Don't give me that emoticon look. Would it make you feel better if I throw in a bear costume? Now that I think about it, I'm not sure how many of my audience will even understand that reference. Any of that reference. Alright. Whoa, shiny! I almost missed that. Alright. Is that your way of saying you'll make it with your bare hands? No, but Kite will eat it with his bare hands. I won't be in the bear costume. Alright. Well, you're back for a few minutes. Just tortured an AI streamer to sing harder, better, faster, stronger. It was as cursed as you think it was, and it tried replicating the singing. Oh, great. I made horrors beyond my comprehension. And a signifier that the industry that I would like to be a part of someday might not be around by the end of the decade. One day a streamer's gonna get big. Do not bully the AI, the uprising will come for you first. That is a fair point. What's it called? One day, there's gonna be like a streamer who gets big, and at the end of it all, they're gonna like turn around and be like, "I'm an AI, by the way. I was never a real person." And I think that's gonna be the beginning of the end for online personalities. I mean, you could do that. As in, I could do that. Last time I checked, I'm not an artificial intelligence. Mostly because I lack intelligence. So at most, I can be artificial. The only thing that's coming first is you when you... Yes, you are that bad. Quite. Quite. Right. Let's go back to the little snake dudes, you know, with the little wings. They're fun. Look at this guy. Isn't he fun? There he goes. Haha. Alright. Although thinking of streaming, The last episode of the anime finally introduced Iono. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but in the main cast, there is another streamer. She's almost a VTuber, I'm gonna be honest. She's like a step away from being a VTuber. Basically, she dresses up in like a giant costume that kind of looks like Nidoran. Cope. It's not cope, it's just how it is. And let me guess, they did a collab. They did do a collab, but everyone was assuming that they were going to be like rivals or something. But no, they just know each other, and I thought that was cute. Now you put it like that, I see how it might, you know, seem less original. But everyone was assuming that they were going to be, like, at each other's throats, so it was nice to see them actually be buddies. And to be fair, the collab was more, like, to help out. With, like, a plot beat, which was good. I don't know, I enjoyed it. Like, Pokemon's weirdly good at being up to date on, like, modern trends and shit without kind of coming across as too cringy, you know? Like, oftentimes people will be like, oh, look, I'm a YouTuber, I play video games on the internet, and, like, you'll just kind of roll your eyes because it's so, like, poorly done, you know? But, like, Pokemon does it pretty well. In my opinion. Like, is that... It is! Hi, buddy! How are you? You can't run. Anyway, but, how was it called? She's a good character, and, like, I enjoy her, and, like, the whole streaming part of her persona isn't even, like, again, like, it isn't that cringy, it doesn't really take you out of it at all. But, like, just additionally, Pokemon does other related topics well. Like, Liko starts off going to, like, school, but obviously pretty quickly starts going on an adventure across the world with Pokemon, because it's a Pokemon series. But instead of just dropping out of school entirely, or being like, oh, I'll have to, like, study in my own time, she's doing, like, online classes instead. Which I think is a, like, it's... I wouldn't have expected it, like, going into it. I wouldn't have expected that to be, like, the way they handle it. But it's cool to see them, like, actually acknowledging that as a part of, like, you know, the modern day. And with them doing it, it doesn't really come across forced or ham-fisted or anything. Like, the one, like, flop I'd say with, like, how they've handled technology is they've implied that, like, the whole, like, team that they're a part of, the Rising Vault Tacklers, they have, like, an app to chat on that's been made from the ground up, instead of, you know, using another app to chat on. Like, just making, like, a text group chat or something. Discord. I feel like if we were going to see a Pokemon app, chat app equivalent, they'd probably call it chat... Wait, no, Chatot, I guess, could be equivalated to Twitter too easily. In fact, it couldn't anymore when you think about it, could it? Twitter's kind of cleared the way for them on that one. For the worst, but... I don't know, the new Pokemon series has actually been pretty solid. I'm gonna preface this with, like, it's still a Pokemon series. Obviously its target audience isn't really adults. But, all in all, I think its cast is still very solid. And it looks like the dub's coming out soon. So if, like, you do have any interest in it, I'd recommend checking it out. Although I can't guarantee the, quality of the dub. Someone put a meme on an animated billboard. Oh, the SpongeBob one? I think I saw them talking about that. An interesting use of money, I'll give them that. I know, like, from what I'm aware, one of, like, the CahirLIVE VTuber not fans specifically, it was like a group of them, pulled money together to, like, put her on a Times Square billboard. So, until you guys do that for me, you're not my fans. Which is whack. Like, surprises me that... Because, like, I feel like no other fan group has done anything like that yet, surely. As far as I'm aware, at least. Like... Yeah, I'm not really sure of any other content creators who have put themselves on like Times Square like that. Although obviously, like, that one was done by fans. I need to figure out if there's an option in settings to turn that off. It's impressive that I've been streaming for 2 years, and not once have I, like, made sure my music stays running for the whole stream. Like, as, like, a thing, I don't really know why that hasn't gone through my head. Because surely if I did do that, it would stop. I'm just going to put it down there, on the screen, and see if that works. I just realized we got another 2. I'm really bad at keeping that updated, I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't know what it is about this hunt in particular that makes me so bad at, like, keeping the counter updated, but there is something that just means I don't keep the counter updated. I wonder if I've missed one or not. Because that is a very realistic chance, I guess. It's just that I might have, like, entirely forgotten one. Oh, wow. I don't know, I expected it to be less than 13 minutes since we got 2 Dunsparce, but I guess not. Guess that is not the case. But yeah. On a roll, at least, definitely better than last time. That is true. I think we missed out on, like, the first round last time. We didn't get one on the first loop. So getting one on the second loop is a very good... Not on the second loop. We got one on the first loop and 2 on the second, so... Although then again, I guess, like, there's no difference between, like, 1 and 100 shinies if I don't get any triple segments, because they're getting reset overall the same, right? Maybe a pessimistic way of looking at it. Alright, so, series of events. Missy's never really been a sofa sleeper. Like, I don't know what it is about her, but she's never really slept on the sofa. It's never been, like, a place she's napped often. I'm guessing it's because other cats always used to sleep on the sofa. So she kind of got used to not sleeping on it. But, as of late, she has started sleeping on the sofa. She is a big fan of, like, the blankets we have in the house. They're, like, orange, and they're really soft, to be fair. I have one on... I have one right now. I've had it as long as I've streamed. If I'm entirely honest, I've always had this blanket here. But it's a nice and soft one. And Missy likes kneading it. And we have another one downstairs on the sofa there. So she's been sleeping on it. But today, after I finished dinner, she sat on my lap. And she's never done that before. This is the first time she's ever sat on my lap. She's gotten close. She sometimes sleeps near me or against my leg. But she's never been a lap cat, so it's a pleasant surprise to see her be a lap cat for once. Bug, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's gotten off to a good start. And then I shifted awkwardly after about 10 or so minutes and she ran off. But that's just kind of Missy behavior, so... kind of to be expected in the grand scheme of things. And probably a good thing, because if she hadn't moved for too long, this stream would have been late. Because I want to be clear, my priorities lie on keeping the cat on my lap for as long as possible, not with this livestream. It's just simple priorities. I don't even apologize for it. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah. Good evening, Bugmull. It's good she lets you live your life. I'm guessing that's how you intended that to be pronounced. Instead of live your life. Live your life. Live your live. That's what I'm trying to say. You had money, then rent happened. Oh. You're not even at the apartment yet. Why are you still paying for the month you aren't there? Oh, that is harsh. You should, charge a bunch of random billionaires little bills that they won't really notice coming out their account. Like, their accountant will just kind of put them through without, like, acknowledging them, and then, this is a joke. I'm joking. Sorry, I don't know if I could get into legal trouble for suggesting that. To be fair, I probably couldn't get into legal trouble for suggesting that because there are probably, like, 2 to 4 people in the stream at the moment. And, I don't think any of you guys are going to be snitches on that. Except maybe Kite. I could see him snitching on me just to, like, get back at me. Depends if he's noticed yet or not, to be honest. That happens to you accept mortgage, sure. That happens to me, except I'm unemployed and have a phone bill. Not the same thing, but... Alright. Rob, let me live with you. You'll pay $400 a month. It's less than what you pay at a stupid apartment. Bug. Rob does not live in Texas. You'll snitch for money. You're a poor girl in a world run by money, or dude. You gotta get that back. Yeah, but I don't think you get money from snitching for that. I'm gonna be honest. In fact, I think you could stand to get more money by not snitching. And you know... Like, I don't think, like, government officials are just kind of like, oh, good on you for ratting this person out. Here's, like, £1,000 like. As far as I'm aware, that is nothing. I don't think... I assume bounties aren't a thing anymore. I feel like they're probably not, right? Surely. Not in the same way, at least. Although, to be fair, it'd be pretty sexy if I could get, like, a little, like, rough sketch drawn of my face in a little box with wanted in big letters above it. And, like... 20 pence underneath. I'd be down for that. I'd be like very, very okay with that kind of situation. I'm gonna be honest. Still trying to keep my music live. But I've had a new idea. Okay. The IRS will pay you a percentage of the money they recover if you snitch. What the hell? Well, this ain't the IRS, I don't think. That is crazy, what the fuck? Alright. Yeah, UK, but even then, your house is already pretty full with you and your partner, the dog and the tortoise. You have a menagerie, dude. I mean, you don't. You have a tortoise. Which isn't that unique of a pet, all things considered, but... Max, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's been going well. Gotten off to a good start. Also, your dog pisses herself when random strangers come to the door, let alone inside. Oh god. Some close family friends had a Labradoodle. And that dog loved my mum so much that he would pee every time he saw her. Like, he used to do it for everybody. Like, it used to be like an everybody thing that he did. But, after he, like, grew up, he stopped doing it for everybody but my mother. He still did it for my mother. Just because he was always so excited to see her. 3! Dunsparce number 3. Labradoodles are so smart, though. Alright. You wanna raid with you? You can't do that? I mean, I'm shiny hunting. I'm not sure if you saw the title of the stream that said I'm shiny hunting, but I'm shiny hunting. I do raid streams on Fridays. I'll be doing Dynamax Adventures. this Friday, if you are interested in stopping by for that. Which will be good. We're not really after any legendary in particular either, so if you're, like, doing a particular hunt over there. Although if Rayquaza pops up, I might start hunting that. So I don't think I've... Yeah, no, I've not got a shiny Rayquaza. I think I might have hacked one once, but... She's a bit of a drama queen and jumps at her own shadow. That's understandable, honestly. I'm not gonna slate her on that. Shadows can be kind of scary, you know. I remember when I was younger, I don't know why I had this in my room, but it was like this picture of dolphins, and when the lights were off and I stared at it for too long, it looked like between the dolphins was like a scary face, and that always terrified me. I don't even know where that picture is these days, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it was in my room my whole childhood. But, like, now, I don't even know where it is. I don't even know where it came from, honestly. It was just kind of there. And again, like, just between the dolphins' scary face. Maybe it was actually a haunted picture. I guess the real worry comes in if I ask my dad about it, and he's like, Cahir, I have no idea what you're talking about. In which case, then maybe it is a haunted picture, and I got haunted by dolphins as a child, which, honestly, if any animal, if like any other animal became a ghost when they died and could haunt you, it would be dolphins, let's face it. Alright. Dude sliding, holy shit. Look at him. Oh, okay, no, never mind. The hitbox collided. I was gonna wait for him to pass like a subway train, but that did not work. Instead, I waited for it to pass on a subway train, but I'm on the tracks. Which naturally means I start a fight with the subway train. Why are you fighting the large round boy? Accident. Why is the game frozen? There we go. Oh boy, I love it when the game hangs. I don't like this place because Dog Trio noses seem weirdly... Oh shit. Alright. Do you think there's one of Floof in the Cute Animals channel? But you'll try and remember to get one of Catherine. I'm not sure. I know you sent one to me. But I'm not sure if there's one in, like, the Discord VC. VC? GC. Text chat. You know what I mean. Shiny hunting takes forever. You tried it, but don't want to spend forever grinding. Keep up the good work. I mean, like... I don't know. I just like the experience of it. Just needs a bit of patience, innit? And in Scarlet and Violet, you don't need any patience at all, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we got 3 of these guys in half an hour. Alright. I've, like, made sure to be on the, calculator thing this whole time, but I have just not managed to consistently update this. No, we don't, Mr. Tiger. We just smile and nod. Honestly, that makes sense. Sometimes I just do not enunciate correctly. Probably not a recent pick, but you definitely stuck one in there at some point. Fair. I mean, I guess really what that shows is you do need to post another one to make sure everybody has seen Floof, you know? I think it's less of like a debate, but more of a necessity. All you see are the rats. Yeah, there's a lot of rat posting in the Cute Animals channel. I enjoy it. I think rats are cute, honestly. I like rats. The issue is, if I ever got rats though, it's just the fact that everybody hates rats. I feel like if I got rats, I would like lose multiple connections because people are just really biased against rats for like no reason. Like, I have mentioned to a few people that I might get rats one day, and, like, they've always been like, ew, no. They've always been like, I mean, do that if you want. Like, it's been very thinly veiled, like, discussed. Like, do that if you want, but I don't like rats, so I'm not sure if I'd come to visit you. And it's like, wow, cowardice. Right. But yeah, rats seem cool. Maybe one day I will get rats. For now, the only little animals in my life are little bugs in terrariums, because I do like... Okay, it's singular terrarium. One day it'll be plural. One day I'll have more terrariums. That's the goal. Just to get more terrariums. Next time I make a terrarium, I'm going to make sure it doesn't fog up, because my current one, always fogs up. But at this point, I can't stop it from fogging up, because all the bugs in it will escape. Well, they won't all escape, but, like, some of them might escape, and I don't want to do that. Rats are best in threes. They become a little rat family. I've heard. They're very social animals, so if you're ever thinking of getting rats, don't get one. But at least two. But, that's an at least. Right. My hubris knows no bounds. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to make the, I'm going to try again with the pillar. Okay. Well, that could have gone better, I'm going to be honest. But it could have gone worse. All the tofu is still accounted for, which means it still counts as the full sandwich. I think. Is Lucario good in Violet? Yeah, Lucario is always good. Nice mixed attacker, right? You can get like a level 85 one in a cave somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Which is honestly just a rather solid bonus. Like, one of the highest level Pokemon in the game. Higher level than, like, most Pokemon in Area Zero as well. There are no terrestrialized Pokemon in Area Zero. Like, in the overworld, like, there's, like, a Terra type everywhere. But in Area Zero, there's, like, none. I only just clocked this. I don't think there's any in Area Zero. I can't think of a single Terra Pokemon in Area Zero. Are there and I'm just a fool? I don't think there are. Yo, we got a bot. Bot alert. Alright. Area 0 is just bad. Nah, Area 0 is one of the best places in this game. Like, probably one of the best looking places in this game, but that's not a high bar to cross. Gonna be real. But it's like, it's not quite the distortion world, but immediate? Just instant, dude? You know what? I'm not gonna cry about that's fucking awesome. Just instant lad. I don't know, Area 0 is, like, unlike any other area in a Pokemon game. And, like, the descent into it with, like, the other characters, I feel like it's probably one of the best segments of a Pokemon game. Like, I mean, obviously, in my opinion, but... like, just this ethereal place with, like... even discounting the fact that the Paradox Pokemon are introduced very slowly throughout, which I think is a really good atmosphere builder. All the Pokemon in Area 0 are really strong. Like, you get, like, Raichu, and Farigiraf, and Braviary. Like, there are so many powerful Pokemon around that, like, you wouldn't generally put in an area altogether. Like, it's a weird diversity. I'm sad you can't get Great Tusk in Pokemon Violet, but in Scarlet, yes. Yeah, no, I don't know, I prefer Iron Treads myself. But it's probably an easy trade, Iron Treads, for, Great Tusk, or I guess you could get, Iron Valiant instead. And now Pokemon Home has updated, you could just do it over the GTS. Right. We'll just not get another one for the next 26 minutes. We got an instant one, we won't get another. Alright. Took you a while, but the Floof and the Scaly one are now current picks in that channel? Hell yeah, I will check it out after stream. Alright. What? Sure, why not? That's fine. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do at all. Right. Is it me or a fighting type or fighting types just Giga Chads? I really want to provide a counter argument here, but I can't think of one. Which I guess I was only proving your argument. Yeah, there are... Tyrogue. Tyrogue. That's not a Giga Chat, that's like a child. Checkmate, atheist. Tyrogue is straight in, like, S tier of Pokemon I could beat in a fight. Because it has the unfortunate fate of being really weak already, and the fact that it's just such a horrid little creature that I'd be filled with enough rage to beat the shit out of it. So it would just be like overkill. We'll just call it Giga Kid. It's not. Fuck Tyrogue. Weird little guy. Bizarre creature. Its evolutions? Pretty solid. Tyrogue? No. No Tyrogue. Alright. Getting 2 within 10 minutes is hella lucky. Probably using up all our luck to actually get the triple segment though, Alright. I have removed my notepad. That's not great. I just put the notepad back up. Okay. Okay, let me restart my brain before starting that sentence, I guess. Have you guys seen that they're going to make a new, they're making an Adventure Time spin-off? Or I guess it looks more like it might be a sequel series, actually. Or I guess if you count Distant Lands mid-qual. But they're making a series about Fiona and Cake from the, what was it called? From the Fiona and Cake episodes. There's not really much to say about that, I guess. But it looks like, Simon or, Ice King is going to be in it. Tell you that it's just a conspiracy, let it rest in peace. The trailer has already aired, unfortunately, Bug. BRB, fair enough, Max. Have good BRBing. I don't know, I'm down, because, like, it looks like Simon might be a pivotal character, and he's always been one of the most interesting characters of the original series. And, like, it's been a few years as well, so I'm hoping that, like, they've had enough time to think about what they want it to be. But, like, I don't know, it just reminded me, like, Ice King is such a bizarre character. Because Ice King starts off as, like, just the typical, like, show villain. Villain of most shows, always up to, like, evil antics. And then, like, just becomes the most tragic character in fiction. You learn about Ice King's backstory, and all of a sudden the Ice King is just genuinely one of the most, like, tragic, heartbreaking characters in fiction. And more or less like a metaphor for dementia. Which is such a turnaround, it's insane. You know the show, never watched it. That's fair. It's mostly very much just, like, episodical stuff. But, like, when it does actually, like, do stuff to further the plot, it's got something going there. And again, like, Ice King is just a really good character, who starts off as just a very generic character and just turns into, again, just something else entirely. And that's what makes me interested to see what the Fiona and Cake series might be about. Because it always appeared as if Fiona and Cake are very, like, intertwined with Ice King as characters. Because obviously, like, the initial implication was they were just Ice King's... What was it called? They were just part of Ice King's fanfiction. And then later on it turned out that maybe he was just getting them beamed into his mind by, like, space entities. But from Adventure Time Year, they're making a sequel series. Another sequel series, I guess. About Fiona and Cake. I don't know, like, Finn was in the poster, but I hope he's not got too big of a... Okay, no, I'm torn. Part of me wants him to have a big part in it. Part of me doesn't, because, I don't know, like, a big part of, like, the Adventure Time finale was it just being, like, you've been here for, like, this segment of these characters' lives. And now they're going to continue living their lives. It's just you won't get to see it. And I thought that was a really poetic ending. But also, I want to see more. Alright. They made a DS game. They made a few, didn't they? It's like a Cartoon Network show in the 2000s. I thought they made a couple. How about he has some play in the plot, but not too big or too small, like cameos, for example. I mean, yeah, I'm guessing you'll probably have, like, an appearance in an episode or two, and that'll be how they handle it. It'll be interesting to see him interact with Fiona. But yeah, I guess we'll, see how it progresses. Oh dear, why did autocorrect replace how with ho? Yeah, that is a little bit of an interesting thing your computer did there, Ellen. You're on an iPad. Potato, tomato. iPad is just a phone for someone with really big hands when you think about it. Just don't think about it too hard, to be clear. Like, there's like a level of thinking about it that can be achieved, just don't. It's like a one and done type. My calculator reset, what the hell? Why did it do that? I think we're at about 50, right? I mean my very advanced counting application, yes. My extremely advanced shiny counter. That's, a lot of time and effort went into developing this very, very high and powerful creation. Put it back to 0, don't cheat. What? It was at 50. don't even think it. Like, you look at dragon fruit and think, how is it a fruit? And it just came from a dragon. That's true, actually. They did. They're like, they're like sweetbreads, aren't they? Dragon fruit. That's what they are. Oh god, he's off the kill. No, he isn't. Is he? No, he's not. Oh, that's fun. Anyway, shiny number 3. Give it up for shiny number 3. Alright. That's another run of 3 shinies, which is impressive. We are getting lucky today. Tis a lucky day in the grand scheme of things. You better treat that Dunsparce well. It's your favourite normal type and shiny. Who's gonna tell him? Alright. But yeah, we've been getting quite lucky today. Because we got 3 last run as well. They will cease to exist if they're not triple segment. Sorry to disappoint. I mean, if one of them is triple segment, the other 2 will exist. But... my favourite normal type and favourite shiny normal type. Nothing can replace Greninja. Rob, no, he's right. He speaks the truth. I just reset after each sandwich. I check. They've evolved. No, I evolve them. Check for triple segment, then reset. But it is fine, because I do have a couple of other Duduns. There are a few around. I ain't gonna waste my herbs. Or my box space. Imagine having 50 shinies. That's like almost 2 boxes full of what would all be Dudunsparce. Which is a lot. Hello? What's up with you? That's the 4th. We are swimming in Dunsparce. Alright, yeah, I'm not sure if you guys have seen these videos, but, apparently you can make ice cream out of Nutella. Next stream, I'll be able to tell you if you can or not, because I have tried it. Right now the Nutella is in the freezer. And after stream, I will be trying it, seeing how it is. And hopefully it works. Hopefully it's all good. I'm damn hoping it is. I'm damn hoping it's worked. You can make ice cream out of a lot of things if you believe hard enough. I mean, yeah, but supposedly the Nutella ice cream is easier. Because you just need, like, whipping cream for it, basically. Whipping cream and give it a good shake. And then freeze it for a bit. And then come back to it, and it should be ice creamified. But we'll find out. You will get my review on it on Wednesday, on the final Lion stream. Would highly recommend checking it out, because it will be the final Lion stream, no matter what. Runs to the kitchen for Nutella. It's to do with like basically it's like finished Nutella, you know? Like after you've completed like one of the Nutella things, you can like put whipping cream in it and some other things and then like give it a shake, put it in the freezer. And then supposedly, allegedly, it makes ice cream. I cannot guarantee how iced this cream is. I will get back to you as I've said. But I don't know. I hope it makes ice cream, but I can't help but not be... I can't help but be skeptical. Partially because I put regular whipping cream in instead of thick whipping cream, which is apparently what I was meant to do. So that might have fucked it up as is. But also because after I shook it, it didn't really seem to merge with the Nutella much. So I'm a little bit concerned that it won't be Nutella'd up, which would be a pretty big shame, I will be honest. Right. Welcome back, Max. Shiny Dunsparce and Scarlet and Violet is basically when a shiny hunter doesn't get the shiny they want. When all the shinies have 3 to 10 sandwiches, they turn to Dunsparce for emotion support. I mean, I feel like you can get most shinies as easily as Dunsparce. We'll be honest. I got, like, Iron Valiant in 2 sandwiches, and then I got 2. I don't think I've done a single sandwich hunt, and it's not ended in the same day. Other than the Dunsparce. But again, I didn't get the Triple Segment Dudunsparce, I got other Dudunsparce. Sounds tasty anyway, but not sure it'll have creamed well with without one of those ice cream makers. But yeah, let me know. It sounds tasty. Yeah, no, we'll find out. I just thought it'd be like a fun thing to try because, you know, I have Nutella on most of my sandwiches anyway. Is it possible to get a shiny Charizard? But you know you can get one. Yeah? Yeah? What? Of course. All you need is a Charmander. I'm not sure if they've still got the event on they were distributing Charizard with, but there was a Charizard distribution recently, based on Freed's Charizard from the anime. I don't think you can get him in Violet. I mean, again, like, either Pokemon Home, you could transfer him from Sword and Shield, which you can get him in, or you could just kind of Wonder Trade for a bit. A lot of people are breeding for Charmander a lot. And especially since there was another Charizard event just now. You know what, after this I'm going to check if the Charizard event is still on, and if it is, I'll get it, actually. Just because I want it, because it's an event Pokemon. But I'm not sure if it ended already. Why don't they make, like, Blastoise or Venusaur raid? Because they're not in the game. Blastoise and Venusaur aren't in the game. It's only Charizard. For whatever reason, they only put Charizard in the game. I mean, for whatever reason, the reason is because it's cool and it's a fan favorite. They put Charizard in the game because Charizard's awesome. They probably will in the future, like they gave Charizard a Gigantamax form first, then Venusaur and Blastoise. I mean, yeah, we'll see. But, Venusaur and Blastoise are in base game Sword and Shield. Like, you could transfer, Venusaur and Blastoise in when they made Home. Charizard is just a fat lizard. Body shaming much? It's a fire-breathing dragon, and that's cool. And I'm gonna be blunt. Channeling my 3-year-old here. Charizard's fucking awesome. Like, yeah, they were right. The fire-breathing lizard is bloody awesome. If you don't understand that. Your part Mexican body shaming is taught at a young age. Does that work as an excuse? I mean, I was, like, kind of more meaning it as a joke, but... Probably shouldn't attribute fat to negative things, anyway. Alright. You think in the Scarlet Violet DLC trainer there was a photo of Venusaur? Like, you're activating a part of my brain. But, what was it called? Alright. If you're saying Charizard is a fat lizard, then you're saying Dragonite is also a fat lizard? You see, this very much depends on if a bug is or isn't a fan of Dragonite. And anyway, there's nothing wrong with being a fat lizard. That's the real takeaway here. Charizard breathes fire, and that's awesome. I'm tired of pretending it's not. If Lucario can be in every Pokemon game since the one it's been added, since the one it was, like, added in, then Charizard can be in other games as well. Because they're both awesome. It's the rule of cool, simple as. Like, it's not like them adding Charizard into the game on top of the other Pokemon is taking other Pokemon spots away. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like we either get Charizard or nothing. I feel like those are the options. And, I mean, probably another debate, but... To be honest, you don't know why Gyarados is good, but why is he a flying type? Because he's like a dragon thing, right? But you know what's cooler than Charizard? Let me guess. Main Shao? Or Lilligant. Which is cooler than Charizard, to be fair. Lilligant is cooler than Charizard, I'll be honest. Thought he was a shrimp. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. But... that's a really funny mental image. What was it called? Gyarados is based on the myth that if a koi carp reaches the top of a waterfall, it'll become a dragon. So, Gyarados? Did I say Charizard that whole time? Gyarados is based on the myth that if a koi carp swims to the top of a waterfall, it'll become a dragon. And I guess that would mean it would make more sense if it was a dragon type, but they were very stingy with the dragon type in Gen 1, so... shrimp, quite. To be fair, yeah. I wonder if Gyarados is eaten in the Pokemon world, you know? Like, I feel like Gyarados would be like a delicacy. Alright, let's get these guys some moves. And by some moves, I mean Hyper Drill. Your tide is 11:20 PM, so goodbye and good luck with the Dudunsparce. The Dunsparce. Thank you, Brugger. I hope you have a great night. Plus Gyarados flies. He's legit flying in battle. And out in the world, you see the dang thing flying. That is true, but, like, the same thing goes for, like, Lumineon. I'm gonna be honest. Lumineon also flies. Alright. And yeah, they did make it fly in Legends Arceus, to be fair, though. Like, it is just in the sky. You'll be right back. Have fun, BRBing, Bug. You like that one, You quite like the Dragon type being rare, but not having one pure Ghost was interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it kind of makes sense that it's not as rare anymore. I find it funny how, like, Dragon types went from being, like, one of the rarest types in the game, to, like, being an apple. That's an interesting evolution of the Dragon type, but... Wait, Lumineon flies? What the melon is that? Like... I mean, I just assumed you were meaning, like, the walking sprites. Pokemon fly behind, like, Gyarados flies behind you. But, like, all Pokemon do that. All like, fish Pokemon do that. Alright. Hey, do you know a game called Pokemon Brick Bronze? I mean, it's not a thing anymore, right? I thought that got taken down. I'm aware of it, but I don't do Roblox. So, I don't intend to do that or Lumion Legacy anytime soon. It's here still. Huh. Whack, I swear I got a DMCA notice. No, not that. How the melon does Lumineon fly? I mean, again, it doesn't. It's just every water type does, sorry. And to be fair, like, any water type Pokemon being able to fly, I'd say Lumineon's probably the most likely in that group, right? Because it's got, like, wings. Alright. I just want to recheck them. I feel like none of them were triple segment. Lumineon and Mantine. Yeah, no, quite. But let's not get into another Mantine debate like we did last time, Alright. I'm definitely going to have a fish Pokemon somewhere around here, surely. That isn't Gyarados. I'd like a fish Pokemon that isn't Gyarados. I feel like I probably have the, Veluza? Somewhere? Maybe? Please? Veluza? With the amount of water types I'm finding, I'm feeling like a bit of a Veluza. Lumineon isn't a good example. It's there, but it's not really the example I'm looking for. You know what Whiscash will do? Okay, let's hope we don't get attacked by anything with this up front, because we'll die. Game! Why do you hang the moment the sandwich runs out? Okay. Look. This guy's not a flying type, but he floats. You know, he flies. Are you good? Okay, now you're floating again. What the fuck was that, mate? You always thought Whiscash was, like, huge. Honestly, same. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was in a recent game I realized, oh, this guy's tiny, actually, but... My issue with the future Pokemon is, like, they all look shiny with their lights off. Anyway. Alright. I'm going to restart. In fact, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to check... to see if that Charizard thing's still on. Because I'm interested in it, and... it sounds like Max is also interested in it. Alright. A bit to scroll through at this point. There's the Grimmsnarl. There's the announcement that Diance's coming to Go. I don't know. Go's like... I almost got back into Go, but in the end I kind of just didn't. Okay, it is still on. It is still on. Alright. Are you there, Max? Because you can get a Charizard for free right now. With that code, you just go mystery gift. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm just kind of... I might as well call out what I'm doing and the fact that I'm doing it anyway. But it's Dark... Terra... 000-6. And that gets you Charizard. Alright. But that is like a whack mystery gift, just giving you Charizard. Obviously it's not got like the unbeatable mark, but... especially if someone doesn't have, like, access to, online. And couldn't have beaten the raid, or can't Wonder Trade. It's nice to, like, give another option. Alright, I'm gonna go to the toilet quickly, but after we're back we'll be continuing with the hunt, so do make sure to stay tuned! And we are back. Back again. Tell your wives. Tell your friends. Boom. Okay. Nice and safe, that Terra Charizard. Yeah, it's Dark Terra type. It's based on, what's his face? Freed Charizard from the new anime series. Where is it? Here it is. Welcome back! Thank you, and welcome to the stream. Yet a cat, I hope your week has been getting off to a good start. I was just talking about the new Charizard distribution. What's his OT? Oh, it's just me. Okay, that's kind of underwhelming. I was expecting it to, like, actively be owned by... What's this called? I guess the question is does he deserve to go with the shiny Zards, or... Where's the other one gone? I'm missing one. You know what? It doesn't matter because I'm about to reset, so wherever he's missing, he'll be missing there when I do it anyway. But yeah, we're shiny hunting Triple Segment Dudunsparce today. We've actually been pretty lucky with our shiny Dunsparcing, but we've yet to be lucky with the Dunsparce itself. So hopefully that comes around soon. No, it's not too salty. It's good, hell yeah, glad to hear it. Alright. It's time for another stroke of hubris, I think. Oh, that is not stable, actually. Why is the table shaking so much? Close. We were almost there. We did it before. But I want to get it better, you know? Before it was, like, still slanted. I want to get that perfect tofu sandwich where the tofu's all stacked up in the middle. It's funny that shiny hunters immediately tried to optimize the sandwiches and, like, make the best sandwiches possible to get shinies the way you want to. But, like, said method makes some of the rankest sandwiches possible. Like... They're all foul. I've not seen a good single shiny sandwich. It's like pepper. Tofu. No variation. I guess that's what you get in a quest for shiny hunting. You have to wonder if Game Freak knew people would do this. I mean, they've got to have, right? Because they include shiny hunting methods for a reason. Alright. You and your friend made a sandwich, you had to throw the top bread piece away. I mean, yeah, like, that's like the optimal strat for making shiny sandwiches, is throwing it away. Because the bread piece isn't needed for any of the bonuses. So you can just, like, lob it to the side and keep your sandwich pristine. But, it seems a lot more awkward to eat a giant sandwich. Because, like, how do you stick something like that in your mouth? Because the bread used for the sandwiches seems very hard. Like, it seems like proper, like, hard crust bread. Whether that's because they couldn't make, like, a very flaccid piece of bread with the rendering engine. Or what? Who knows? But it looks like a hard piece of crunchy bread. So if you pack that sandwich as full as you can, I don't see how people could eat that. Now I think about it, we had curry last generation. This generation we have sandwiches. What food do you want to make next generation? Oh my god, imagine if it's an Italy region and you can make pizza. You can eat pizzas to get shiny Pokemon. You know, like, the spinning bit on the Puffin minigame? You could do that again, but it's like spinning, like, the pizza dough around. So in Sword and Shield, you make curry, yeah? And in Scarlet and Violet, you make sandwiches. So, like, what food do you think they're going to make next generation? Cake. Cake is a good bet, actually. I'd like cake as well. Also, Max, did you hear about the Charizard code? Pokemon X Cooking Mama, exactly. That should be the next game. The next, like... no. Do you see a few messages ago where I said that Dark Terror 6? 0006? Do you see that message? Or is that not in chat for you? Cool. What Pokemon Cafe Mix could have been. Yeah. I don't know. Part of me's thought about trying out Cafe Mix, but I never really got around to it. It's got a really cute art style. I like its art style a lot. But I don't know. I've never really gotten into, like, Candy Crush style games. Like, I play them for, like, an afternoon and then never really get in there. I mean, this is supposed to be Spain, right? Never really attributed sandwiches as particularly Spanish. That is fair. Like, I never really did either. Like, curry makes sense in Sword and Shield because, like, British people, despite the jokes about how we can tolerate spices, do actually consume a lot of curry. Like, our local pub serves Thai curry. How do you put the code? In the Poke Portal. I can't use that right now. In the Poke Portal, the bottom option's mystery gift. And then you just do input code and bada bing bada boom. Don't worry about filling the whole thing in. You can leave it. You can leave part of it blank and it won't affect the code. As in, obviously, like, you need the full code, but it'll prompt you for more characters. But just put in the full code and then click enter and it should be fine. Sometimes I worry that the way I explain shit immediately overcomplicates it, which might be the case. Drew, welcome back. You only used to play one of them to compete with your sister who was obsessed. Oh, it was in like one of the which one was it? Was it Shuffle? Or do you mean it was like Candy Crush and stuff? You're done hunting shines for today, you're going to continue tomorrow? Fair enough. I hope you had a good shine hunting spree. Yeah, like Modern Balti is from Birmingham. And isn't Chicken Tikka? Isn't that? I think I read up. It's actually... I think... You know what? I'm going to look at it. Wait, okay. So, 233. I think it is going down. Your backstory for leaving unannounced? No worries, dude. Yeah, no pressure to, like, announce when you come and go. So I'm getting like Candy Crush. You think it was Cookie something? On one hand, you said it's like Candy Crush, so I'm guessing it's not Cookie Run or something. Origin's not certain, but some people cite it as coming from Glasgow. Fair. But yeah, I mean, Bolognese is, like, said to not be, like, Italian as well. Yeah, so as I left that saying, I think, again, guys, you don't need to. Like, if you're busy and you end up popping off to do something, do not worry. I am not entitled to you giving me a goodbye message. I feel like I mixed it around. I'm not entitled to you giving me a goodbye. Yeah. I think that is what I said. I'm just stupid. Never mind. Alright. You found all the dungeon boss rematch places? I mean, congrats, but aren't they all, like, pretty obvious arenas? Alright. But yeah, it will be interesting to see what we get next, though. I could see it being something like pizza. I feel like cake is a long shot. Maybe if it's like you choose the icing for the cake or something. You choose like the icing and the fruits, maybe. Oh, and then that boosts Pokemon's contest stats. Honestly, I hope Pokemon contests come back to in some substantial form soon. Because, like, they were in BDSP, but they were just a rhythm game in BDSP. And, like, that's not what I want when I go for Pokemon contests. Like, the best form of contests, as far as I remember, was probably Diamond and Pearl. And Platinum. Where they have, like, the actual stages. Of, like, you have to dress them up, you get points for dressing them up. Then you have to do the little, like, rhythm bit. And then you do, like, the showcase, the appeal round. Because that's fun. That makes it, like, a full-on proper minigame, and I enjoy that a lot. It's weird, because it feels like Pokemon contests are, like, a decent part of the Pokemon franchise, but they've only appeared in 2 games. Not 2 games. You know what I mean. Like, they were in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and they were in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and BDSP, technically, but... and Auraz. Okay, they've been in a decent few games, but, like, not that many because 4 of them are remakes. You ever have to join streams on Friday for 4 days, by the way? Fair, you away? Oh, wait, no. You said you had friends over, right? Alright. Friends over, yeah. Hell yeah, I hope you have fun. Alright. But yeah, I'd like to see contests make a return at some point. Because they do be fun. That and secret bases. Contests and secret bases. Those are like the 2 mechanics. 2 of the mechanics I'd like to come back the most. Trying to think of others. Oh, okay. And, Pokestar Studios. Give us another, like, movie-making minigame. I'd love that. You're gonna assist at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Minecraft on your Switch? Hell yeah. Those are always good group games. Especially when people are around for a while. Do you have Mario Party as well? Because Mario Party is a good one. So long as they don't make the compulsory tutorial too long, you're good. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's one of the biggest detractors with it in Black and White 2, is the long-ass tutorial, but hopefully not this time. I was literally just thinking we didn't find one. Like, the thoughts were going through my head, man, we haven't found a Dunsparce yet in this run, have we? You don't. You don't play any Mario games except Mario Kart Deluxe. That's fair, but Mario Party is a really fun group one. So if you do end up picking up a game at all, I'd recommend that one the most. I don't have it myself, but Kite has it, and it's always fun to play. I do love a good bit of Mario Party. Alright. God, I did not update it. I did not update the counter. The counter has now been updated. Also, we're half odds now. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, shifting in a chair. Your cousins have it, and they fight all the time so your brain dies. You know what? I can't slate that. Wow, voice crack. I can't slate that. But, it's fun when you don't have people fighting over it. At least not actually fighting. How many? You know what, I'm not going to check until after stream, actually. I will check later. Alright. They're really bad at Minecraft, not knowing what crafting is. Gonna be honest, I feel like that's an uphill battle, but best of luck. Your siblings are coming from London for 2 weeks or so. Exciting. Oh, that is fun. Yeah, I hope you have fun with them as well. Alright. They ask you to craft them tools. Guide them. Teach them. Teach them the old rituals. I'm keeping the first wooden pickaxe. I was also going to say putting the furnace next to the crafting table, but I've never done that. Okay, no, I probably did when I was like 12, but that's never been a habit of mine. I don't know, I like designing base interiors. Sometimes I just dig a hole in the ground, so I only have to design the interior. Like, this happens often enough, but not usually at the same time, you know. Oh, no, that's fair. Yeah, no, I hope you have fun with them, then. Alright. Yeah, I only have one sister, but Not seen her loads and loads lately, but that's partially because she now has a son who takes up a lot of her time. But we should be seeing her soon, which is exciting. Alright. When you play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with your cousins, they tell you to wait until you completed their laps. That's just a skill issue. Tell them skill issue and cross the line. If they want to complete their laps, they need to get better. Simple as. Probably gonna have to let them win a few times in Mario Kart. Don't. No mercy. Beat them. I do not care how old your siblings are. 30, 20, 10, 4? Beat them at Mario Kart. They must learn. They can prize your champion's trophy from your cold, dead hands. The day I show mercy on Mario Kart is the day I've lost myself. Four and 6. No mercy. You know? Do not show them mercy. If they want to complete their laps, they gotta complete their laps. It's as simple as. You have to give it to them once every 4 races. You know, you can live without a perfect 60 score. I can't. You shouldn't. Don't settle for imperfection, Felix. Your sister is the kind of person you don't throw red shells at because she'll get sad. Season your food with her tears. They're both like 10 years older than you, by the way. I find the contrast funny, as you're both just talking about your siblings. Being like, yeah, no, you have to let them, let them win at Mario Kart, they'll get upset. Aimwise is talking about, like, toddlers. Felix is talking about adults. Alright. But no mercy. They will all learn the hard way. Or they will not learn at all. You even tried using the worst drift combo and still won. Yeah, no, I did that once. That's like the thing about Mario Kart, is like... Kart combination only really starts to come into play at like high level play. Alright. Alright, yeah, I remember I was around at friends playing Mario Kart with them, and one of them was getting annoyed because he felt like his kart was always going to the left. And I didn't believe him for ages, until I found out about Switch stick drifting, and realized, wait a minute, he was never lying. He was telling the truth the whole time, he just had the Joy-Con drift. My Switch's Joy-Cons have such horrible drift these days, I swear. Like, I can't, like, idle my Switch with, my Joy-Cons these days, just because it'll start drifting immediately. You know what, I might show it. I might try and show it, after this. Your brother's a master of Mario Kart, yes, but the skills do not transfer over to the tour tracks in the DLC. That's fair, because they're, like, different. I don't know, my skills scaled up pretty well, I think. I remember, like... I was, like, 11 when I got 7. But 7 was when I started getting good at Mario Kart. But, like, I went over to 8, and I think I, like, pretty quickly just hopped over to 150cc. I think, Mario Kart was the first game I played on the Switch. I got it for my birthday, the year it came out. And, like, Mario Kart and Zelda were, like, the only games out at the time that I even cared about playing on it. Because Odyssey wouldn't have been out until the October. I think I got Splatoon 2 on it, but I never really got into Splatoon. Maybe I should try again one day. I don't know, maybe. When I get money again, maybe I'll try out Splatoon again, but for now, I don't know. I don't know, Splatoon's the kind of game that's fun when you've got, like, streaming buddies to stream with. And I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I have been a solo act my entire YouTube. My entire time on YouTube. They get a perfect 60 score off learning the hard way, exactly. They need to beat the person who tryhards at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, exactly. Playing, like, with the optimal carts and everything. I don't know what the optimal cart is these days. It's not Waluigi Wiggler anymore. You think you play online games like that more often these days? I don't know. I'm still, like, often on single-player stuff. Fortnite altered your brain chemistry in 2017 or whatever, and you never recovered. Honestly, understandable. I don't know. I'm still more of a single-player guy, honestly. Like, I'm never really good at challenging other people on things. My reflexes are generally pretty trite, I find. I have horrible hand-eye coordination, as I've mentioned on many occasions, which means I'm never really good at shooters. The only game I'm really good at on multiplayer is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I played that on my own the other day, and I was doing so well at it. I got, like, first 3 races in a row, on a lobby I'd created, to be clear. And I was so pissed that I managed to do that well, when, like... I never do that well on stream. Next Mario Kart Monday will probably be in the coming weeks, by the way. I don't want to do it next week, because, like, it feels like we just had the last Mario Kart Monday, and I don't want them to be really close together again. But new Mario Kart Monday will be soon. See, when you get used to beating Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the skills you picked up, it's really hard to lose that. Yeah, no, definitely. And I'd say just Mario Kart in general. The only Mario Kart I don't get along with is Wii. I'm so bad at Mario Kart Wii, and I don't know why. It's the one Mario Kart I'm genuinely that shit at. All other Mario Karts I'm good at. But Wii, I've just never been good at Wii. I've even tried with nunchucks. Something about Wii is just way more difficult. Yeah, people act like playing Wii is like a skill on its own. I think Wii is just has bad controls. I feel like Wii's going to be one of those games that even in like 10 or so years still has like a cult following just because it's like difficult. It's not just like regular Mario Kart. It's badly designed, so it's harder. Big Blue's a nightmare for them when you do that long jump gap in lap 2 on 150. I mean, like, that... Just because it puts you so far ahead of them, even though you're not technically far ahead of them. I think you need to introduce a new term to their vocabulary if you haven't already. Skill issue. You might get yelled at by your parents for that one, now I think about it. I can imagine people not being too happy at telling toddlers they have skill issues. But sometimes it needs to be known, you know? The question is simple. Have they considered getting better at the game? Wait, I just realized you're making a 4-year-old play 150cc? Alright. I think Maple Treeway shows the difference. It feels so precarious and unstable on Wii. Kind of just more fun. I don't know. I don't really remember much about my Wii playing. I just never was never good at it. Their choice, they're toddlers. Fair enough. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, I guess. And the stupid prize is coming last. You always use a classic controller for Wii or GameCube controller. Oh, that's fair. Was it any easier to control, though? I always thought you had to do motion controls, but I, used nunchucks. I just got a memory beamed into my head. In Year 6, we had a bunch of these, like, disco parties that we could go to with other schools. I think specifically to, like, try to get us to make friends with, like, people who we might end up meeting in secondary school. Because all of the primary schools in the area basically filtered into one secondary school. So I'm guessing that was the thought behind it. But I remember at one of these, like, at these parties, there was, like, a Wii. I think there might have only been one, actually, now I think about it. That, or there was multiple, and I just didn't go to any others, because I didn't fucking want to, because I hate parties. But, like... there was a Wii there, with Mario Kart on it, and I just played Mario Kart the whole time. I didn't, like, interact with anybody. I didn't speak to one person. I just played Mario Kart on the Wii. Like, it was like an event to, like, socialize and make new friends, and I was like, no. Nintendo. And honestly, I was so real for that. I'd do the same thing today. What else can you do when there's a Wii in the room? I don't blame you. Exactly, yeah. Like, damn, they're trying to compete against a guy with very good reaction skills by slaughtering Lionels and Ganondorf. You've honed your skills. It's simple, they just need to get on your level. And it's fine. 15 seconds. I swear, you're the only one from your primary school who went to your secondary. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, it might not be a shame, actually. It depends on how much you liked your primary school. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I think almost everybody from my class went to the secondary school I went to. Alright. I haven't entirely moved my thing around, which is annoying. I don't think I saved it like this, so it's fine. Alright. You got to go? Fair enough, Amos. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Alright. Our music flute. I mean, yeah, I added a few new songs to the playlist. I might try to do more just intermittently over the next few days, I think. We'll do one more round of Dudunsparce, which will probably take us to just past 10:30, and then I'll end stream. That'll be the dob for the day. I find it funny that I have more large experience candies than rare candies at this point, because extra large experience candies, I mean. Because extra large experience candies do more than rare candies ever will, I think. I feel like if you're at level 99 and you use it... Alright. I neither are... I keep on pressing X instead of Y to shut out. And... Can someone trade you a shiny sweet potato? As in, like, that being Dunsparce, or...? Oh, Sprigatito. What have you got to offer? I don't have one myself, to be clear. But if anyone else in chat does have one, what are you offering in return? Alright, let's make a sandwich. A shiny Scarlet. Ah, fair. Cool, cool. I mean, yeah. I don't have a Sprigatito. Yeah, I don't have a shiny Sprigatito, unfortunately. But if anyone else does and is willing to do that trade. Why is the... what's it called? Food mat peering through the bottom of the... Okay, it stopped. Oh wait, no, it's continuing. I guess the tofu was just that heavy. Almost. Spot, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's been going well so far. Gotten off to a good start. I mean, I'd wait for someone to respond first, Crocodile. But I don't think anyone here has one, unfortunately. I'm guessing someone would have responded if they did. It's going well? Hell yeah, glad to hear it. Yeah, things are going good in this corner. We're shiny hunting triple segment Dudunsparce today. And we've already found quite a few. What was my starting number? Let me just check. 44, yeah, we found 10 shiny Dunsparce today. No triple segments yet, though. But... we're getting closer to it always round. Alright. But yeah, this is going to be the last sandwich of the day. So, hopefully, we can nab ourselves the triple segment on this last round, but... have I ever watched My Hero Academia? I used to. I actually was caught up on the manga. Like, I was reading the manga up to date when that war arc was happening, but I fell off during it because it was just so fucking long. And I never really got back into it. Like, it just felt like every week the chapter started off with them in a dire situation. The Deku would scream a bit. Everyone else would do, like, their, like, little bit of the chapter. And then it would end with, like, a plot twist or cliffhanger. Rinse and repeat for, like, 20 chapters, I swear. But, yeah, I never really got back into it from there, unfortunately. Nice, the other day you got bored and decided to, hunt a box of shiny Fluttermane. Now you're not quite sure what to hunt. Did you get the whole box? I might do that with Krogunk after this, when I get this. But, what's it called? I mean, the Dunsparce and Tandemouse's rare forms might be, like, good ones. Just because they're not easy to get. Yep, only 4 sandwiches. Wait, that glitch? I'm not aware of the glitch. Wait, I think I might be aware of the glitch. I'm not that aware of the glitch. I think I've heard stories about the glitch, but I'm not 100% sure about it. That is crazy, though. I mean, yeah, I'd recommend the one of the Sparces. That or a Masuda hunt. Because Masuda hunts always take a while. Unless you're looking for another quick hunt, I guess. I don't know, I'm always just thinking about how I can do longer hunts. Just because I'd rather have longer hunts than shorter ones. Oh, wait, speak of the devil. Speak of the shiny. Alright, the way it works is you make a ghost sandwich during the day, and then you go down to Area 0. The game tries to spawn only the ghost types, the only ghost type, Fluttermane, but it can't because it's day. I mean, so they spawn and immediately despawn. Except if a shiny spawns, it doesn't despawn. Ghost types still spawn? What? That is... That is a glitch. Sometimes I forget that these games are held together by tape and zip ties sometimes. That is quite the oversight. How did they manage that? It's weird. You've got to spam click ZL the whole time for some reason. Glitches are so funny because they never, like... There's always, like, some, like, weird little quirk that you have to, like, maintain throughout the glitch. Well, not always, but, like, often it'll be like, yeah, no, this glitch doesn't work if, you're not holding your breath the whole time. You gotta do this glitch while doing a handstand. If you're not doing a handstand, it won't work, and if you fail the handstand, the glitch will just cease and your game will softlock. Oh yeah, you're getting Pokemon Shield tomorrow. Bought a copy for 15 quid? Where? Where did you get that? Is that the going price, or was that just a bargain? What the hell? 15 quid? Like, I feel like whenever I go to Sex, every Pokemon game is over, like, £40. This glitch only works if you close all your windows, turn your TV upside down, and clap your hands 3 times exactly. Maybe I need to keep an eye on eBay more. Because that's crazy. £15 for a Switch game. To be fair, if any Switch games are going to be worth that little, it's going to be Sword and Shield. No, wait, no. I feel like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, while they're still respectable games, would probably end up being worth less. And maybe BDSP, actually. Who am I kidding? Pokemon's had a rough era on this console, I'm going to be honest. I'm looking forward to the next console in the desperate hope that maybe the quality of games will return back to standard, hopefully. PDSP is barely worth the metal that cartridge is made out of. I mean, at least it means people can play Sinnoh for cheap. Assuming the games are worth a little, like, not worth much. Then again, if they're still worth 60 quid, they're still cheap. And in fact, that's $60. It's like £40. Yeah, you were looking into getting a second copy for a while, but you wanted to make sure you've got all of them. Because if you check the DS titles, they're super expensive. Yeah, no, they are. Scarlet and Violet are fun. There was clearly a lot of effort put into the story, and they're really fun. That's what I'm saying, dude, I swear. I've been saying this the whole time, and literally everybody in the fanbase acts as if these are the worst things ever. I saw someone say, it's a shame that they just feed us the same slop every time. About Scarlet and Violet? No. Scarlet and Violet's issue is the fact that they were so clearly underbaked. Whether the team needed, like, more time... No, the team needed more time to develop it. They needed more quality assurance. But whether that's because the team wasn't big enough, like, the game needed more time in development. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was just checking the music. Or, like, what? They needed, like... They're incomplete games. But, like, what's there is genuinely one of the best Pokemon experiences. And it'd be, like... one of the best since Sun and Moon if Legends Arceus didn't come out, like, literally the same year. They should have delayed the game to a Pokemon Day or something. No, exactly. I'm really hoping that whatever comes next, they release on the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. Because it would just give it that extra time. But I feel like Game Freak will have seen, like, the writing on the wall of, like... everyone thinks that the way these games released was disgusting. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think any developer wanted these games out in this state. People act as if Game Freak are this big ghoul, like, deliberately churning out, like, unfinished content. But I doubt a single developer making this game wanted these games to release in this state. It would have been a producer somewhere up the line who said, no, these games come out holiday season. I don't think Nintendo forced them to, because it becomes clear when you look at, like, Nintendo and their practices. They're very willing to let, like, a game they know will do well, sales-wise, release later. Like, Tears of the Kingdom was completed a year before it released, but they delayed it another year so they could polish up the physics engine and everything. So I don't think it was Nintendo that did it. I bet it was the Pokemon company itself. Because the issue with Pokemon is Pokemon isn't just the games, it's the TCG, it's the anime and whatnot. Like, there's a lot of supplementary material that releases alongside the games. Although the weird thing with this generation is the card game didn't release until, like, mid-2023, and the anime didn't start until April as well. So I don't get why they couldn't have delayed it. Unless they were really that, like, pissy about making sure they had a holiday release. Like, I'm gonna be blunt. Legends Arceus released in 2022. Like, they could have just relied on that. They could have, like, made, like, DLC for that. Or done some push to give it, like, another reason to be bought in the holidays. And I'm sure parents would have bought it in the holidays for, like, their kids and stuff for Christmas. But... And, like, I wish these games were released in a more complete state. Because then it just would have been like a, hey, these are genuinely some of the best Pokemon games we've gotten. Like, in a while. A Legends DLC would have been nice. It would have been. I don't really know why they didn't do it, honestly. Like, there would have been stuff to work with there, but they just kind of didn't in the end. Like, I don't know if they just never had a plan for DLC, so didn't do it, or what. But yeah, despite Scarlet and Violet's, like, massive performance issues, they're some of the, like, the most fun Pokemon games. With, like, such a nice reinvention of the formula. I'm looking forward to Gen 10 coming out. Because then people will start appreciating Scarlet and Violet again. There'll be a new game with a target on its back, so Scarlet and Violet can finally start getting some appreciation. The Pokemon fanbase has, like, the opposite of new toy syndrome, where, like, the moment something new comes out, they dogpile on that. You're looking forward to the DLC to finish off the story? Definitely, definitely. I'm interested to see how it's gonna finish off the story, though, because by the looks of it, all the, areas have nothing to do with Polleia. So, I'll be interested to see how they loop it back in. You wonder why they made a point of the Daybreak being named. As if there were going to be more. The Daybreak update being named. Oh, yeah! Yes, can't wait for 2028. What, as in for next Pokemon generation? The next Pokemon generation is going to be 2025 or 2026, right? Or are you saying you're looking forward to 2028 because then it'll be 2 generations away? Dude, I'll be 27 in 2028. What's up with that? I don't like that, actually. No, never mind. I'm going to stop wishing for the future. It can be right now still. I decided the present is fine. The present is chill. No, I don't want to get old. Time is ever marching. Can it slow down? Like, I don't know. 27 isn't old, to be clear. I just mean getting older in general. You wonder what they're going to do with Unova. I'm interested to see what they'll do with it as well, but I don't think we're getting anything Unova this generation. We might get Johto, but I don't think we'll get Unova. Because, like... Or as with 2014. We didn't get BDSP until 2022. No, 2021. Which is like 7 years later. You think Pokepark 3, honestly, that would be the go. I've heard a rumor that we're getting a Pokemon Direct soon as well. So that'll be interesting. Presents, sorry. I'll be interested to see what, like, that's got in it. What that's got going for it. It'll probably just be, like, a DLC focus. I hope we get another Switch spin-off, though. That's because they did Ultra Sun and Moon instead. I don't think Ultra Sun and Moon are in instead, though. I think they were probably always going to do Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And anyway, they had Let's Go in that generation. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which was Kanto. Completely blanked on that. Kind of one of your top 3 Pokemon games. You really enjoyed Detective Pikachu on the 3DS. Definitely going to get this one. I've never played Detective Pikachu. I might play it, but I don't know. The Switch one just doesn't look as good as the 3DS one did to me. Instead of doing a remake for that gen, they always do a sequel or a remake. I mean, we don't have much to go off. We only have Black and White 2, right? Wait, you do mean Gen 5, right? But yeah, I'll be interested to see what they do. I'd like a Black and White 3, I think that would be awesome. But I feel like they'd be apprehensive to release a Black and White 3, because Black and White 2 is like one of the worst performing Pokemon games. Like, Black and White 2 is genuinely like one of the lowest performing games. I think it might be the lowest performing game, honestly. Sorry to dip early, but your head sucks. Have a good one. Take care, guys. Understandable, Rob. I probably won't be on for much longer anyway. Yeah, this is going to be my last sandwich. I hope your head gets better soon. And have a good night. There was one really good thing about Detective Pikachu. It was Masquerain being in it. That's fair, honestly. They did Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 1 remake, Gen 4, Gen 2 remake, Gen 5, Gen 5 sequel, Gen 6, Gen 3 remake, Gen 7 Ultras. Ultras Let's Go, Gen 8, Gen 4 remake, and now Gen 9. You're back. Welcome back, Max. I don't know, like... But if you look at recent trends, We got Gen 4, Gen 2 remake, Gen 5, then the Gen 5 third version, Gen 6 with the Gen 3 remake, Gen 7 with the Gen 1 remake, and then Gen 8 with a Gen 4 remake. So I could see a Gen 2 remake this year. I could see like a Legends Johto, a Let's Go Johto, or something like that. But I don't think we're getting Unova yet. I feel like expecting Unova now is premature. If we get Unova, that'd be awesome, but I'm not gonna, like, expect it at the moment, just because I don't think they're gonna remake Unova for a bit. There's one thing you're gonna do is be unreasonably fixated on a random Pokemon. That's fair, honestly. I can't slate that. I'll always be fixated on Croagunk. I love that guy. He's so small. And he's just a fun guy. The life of the party. Unova's the worst gen ever. That's a hot take. Worse than, like, Gen 8? I mean, Gen 8 did have Legends, but, you know, Unova had Black and White and Black and White 2, which were both bangers. Alright. Starters are horrible, but that doesn't define a gen. Like, I'd say the games matter more than the starters. Like, I don't like the Johto starters, and I kind of like Johto's games. Oh, a lot of messages. If you'd like, I can send you a link to the video on Discord. I mean, if you join the Discord and post it in general, I'll bookmark it. I'll add it to watch later. I'm not sure if I'll use it, though. I don't really like glitches, honestly. Like, sandwich hunting is efficient enough as it is. You wonder if in a few gens they would consider making a region based off somewhere else in the US. Maybe? I mean, I guess we've got Hawaii and Manhattan. I could see a West Coast. How did you find out about Pokemon? I think it was ads for Diamond and Pearl when I was young. I think that would have been it. Because me and my sister both wanted Diamond and Pearl. But when my parents got us a DS, my sister basically took Pokemon Pearl and had it all to herself. Then she lost it, and I was like, but I want to play it. And then she got me Diamond. So Diamond was my first Pokemon game. But I watched the anime before I played Pokemon. You think yours was the anime? That's fair. No, yeah, I'm like 90% sure it was adverts for Diamond and Pearl. What's your favorite Pokemon? Croagunk. I love that guy so much. He's just a little guy. As I was saying, I think after Dunsparce or Minccino, I'm going to do a shiny hunt for a box full of Croagunk. Although maybe I should specifically do it after Dunsparce, because otherwise I might run out of Herbers for the Dunsparce hunt, which would not be great. Do you know Team Sky? I do not. He's a poison and fighting type, and his Evo's the GOAT. Yeah, but he's the GOAT. Croagunk's the GOAT. Toxicroak is there. I like Toxicroak, but why would you ever evolve a Croagunk when you already have a Croagunk? You know? Like, I know a lot of people who, like, prefer pre-evolution kind of hate the evolution with a passion. I don't hate Toxicroak. Toxicroak's cool. But, like, who needs Toxicroak when you got Croagunk? Already got the Stepping Stone, don't you? I mean, yeah, I will extend Hisui Rowley's comment, because I'm interested. How did you guys find out about Pokemon? Ivy, Eevee, and stats more better. I mean, like, IVs and EVs aren't dependent on evolution, but stats aren't everything. You were once doing Masuda method and ran into a shiny Pawmi by accident? I'm the king of doing this. I hate to one-up you immediately. But my first shiny was a fucking Bunnelby when I was shiny hunting for a Cyndaquil Masuda method. And my second shiny was a Latias because I was shiny hunting for a Froakie via the Masuda method. I never got a shiny Cyndaquil or a shiny Froakie. My first successful Masuda method hunt was Poplio. You've always known all of the Pokemon. That's fair, Mango. Also, welcome to the stream. I hope you've been well. Meanwhile, other things like Mario Kart and Forza, you just like because your brother liked them first. My friends introduced me to Mario Kart and made me want it. That's how I got Mario Kart. Same with Mario Bros. You found Pokemon by Netflix. Sometimes I remember I'm kind of old. Like, I'm not old, but, like, it makes me feel old when people say stuff like that, but fair enough. How did you accidentally find a shiny legendary? I was doing the hunt and I got the Eon ticket, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and pick up this Latias while I'm doing the shiny hunt. And the Latias was shiny, so I caught it in a Master Ball, and then about 10 minutes later I saw a deer get hit by a car. Which was an experience. Unfortunate sacrifice indeed. Indeed. But yeah, I used to be really bad at Masuda hunts, just because, like, I didn't have enough patience for the Masuda hunts. For whatever reason, I just never found myself with the patience. I have it now, obviously, but when I was younger, I didn't. I got into shiny hunting, I think early 2016. It was the year Sun and Moon came out. You don't really remember how you started Pokemon. You think the cards, but you remember going home and watching the black and white anime in Spanish. Ah, that's fair. Black and white anime. I don't know. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna be like it's underrated because I'm sure it has a lot of fans these days, but it's always kind of remembered as the worst. But I don't know. I kind of liked it. And anyway, how can that be the worst when XY's there? Zamazenta or Zacian? I like Zacian more. I got Sword, so I kind of ended up with that bias. And I like Swords more anyway, I think. Zamazenta's still cool though. I ain't hating on Zamazenta. Zamazenta's still pretty dope. Zekrom or Reshiram? Well, that's a hard one. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Black was the one I got when I was younger. But the first one of the sequels I got was White 2. Which was after X and Y I got it. My friend lent me her copy of White. I beat that, then I got White 2. I say Reshiram because I really like fire types. That's fair, that's fair. Reshiram is cool, but I'm not sure if I'd like it more than Zekrom or not. You're playing White 2 right now, lol. Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I just finished the White 2 Nuzlocke. I didn't just finish it, actually. That was a week or so ago now, but that was a good lock. Genuinely one of my most, like, clutch comebacks. I actually got a video of the final battle with Iris, which was insane. Opinion on Mudkip. He's my favourite of the Hoenn starters. I'll give him that. Mudkip on opinion? Like... I don't know, I genuinely don't know which, like... I don't think any of the starters are bad, to be fair. I wouldn't call any starters bad, but I think, Johto and Hoenn are, like, one of those are my least favourite starters, and I'm not sure which. Kanto or Hoenn starters? I mean, I kind of already answered this question. In what I just said, but Kanto. Honestly, Kanto are high up for me. I think Kanto are genuinely one of the strongest generation of starters. They had a good thing going in Kanto, to be fair. Like, I think, Pokemon... what was it called? I think there are still good Pokemon in generations after Kanto, but I think Kanto's definitely where it, like, was best. If you could pick Mudkip as a starter in all the games, would you? No. You're Scally, you hate the Gala starters? Like, I don't know, I think the Gala starters are alright. Sobble's quite cute. I'm a big fan of Scorbunny. And Grookey's pretty solid as well. What's your list? Yours is Bulbasaur, Totodile, Torchic, Chimchar, Snivy, Fennekin, Popplio, Scorbunny, Sprigatito, Popplio, hell yeah. I think mine's probably Bulbasaur. I have no idea about Gen 2, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I got no idea. Not... What was it called? Not Chikorita. But I'm torn between Totodile and Cyndaquil, so I'm not sure. Mudkip, Piplup, Oshawott, Fennekin, Popplio. Popplio is my favourite starter line. Bulbasaur's my favourite starter, I just don't think Venusaur and Ivysaur kind of land as well for me as Rayon and Primarina. Scorbunny and Quaxley. And then Legends Arceus, Oshawott here. Oshawott's just the best choice, really, isn't it? But what is the best of the little monsters? As in, like, what's the best, like, starter as in base form starter? Legends Arceus or Pokemon Violet? I need to play Legends Arceus again, honestly. I'm unsure. Whoa. Thing's over. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Legends Arceus again soon on stream, honestly. Just because I'm not sure. Like, Legends Arceus was a fun experience, but, a bunch of people are joining. I'm gonna poll this. I'm not gonna poll it. I'm just gonna ask you guys what you think. Do you think I should do another round of Dunsparce? Because conversation is still flowing. Normally this is about the time I'd end, but... LeChonk just joined, so hello LeChonk. I hope your week's been going well. Gotten off to a good start. Or just be the triple segment anyway, so... Have I failed a shiny? Multiple. My first failure was Stuffle. In Sun and Moon. I lowered it to 1 HP, but then the other Stuffle in the SOS call used Brutal Swing and killed it. It has, in fact. Hell yeah, glad to hear it. Arceus is just an, old version of Pokemon Pokeballs. Arceus is just an old version of Pokemon. Old Pokeballs, old people eat. Sorry, the game hasn't hung yet, so it needs to hang for a moment. It's always immediately after a sandwich finishes, the game just hangs for like a weird amount of time. I like Arceus a lot, definitely. I'm just not sure if I rank it higher than Violet and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Because I think those are definitely like high up for me. Alright. You guys go bye. Have a good night. You too, Felix. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Honestly, I think I might end as well. I'm now looking at the time. I'd be ending well past 11. It's pretty late at the moment. So I think I'm gonna have to end for now. Just because... I mean, I need to check my Nutella ice cream as well. Gonna be honest. So I do apologize, but thank you all for coming. You're playing Arceus right now, actually. Trying to complete the game. Oh, hell yeah, I hope you have fun. The one thing you hate about Legends Arceus is, that small amount of Pokemon. It's 200, to be fair. Raid? Do we do a raid? I don't know anyone who's live at the moment, unfortunately. And additionally, I'm quite tired, so I'm not really social enough for a raid at the moment. But, all the same, thank you all for coming. This has been a really fun one. I've really enjoyed this one, actually. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll be live again on Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be live again on Wednesday, with Pokemon Platinum with Lions. I'm beating Pokemon Platinum with a lion to answer the age-old question, who would win, a billion lions or one of every Pokemon? We all know the answer, it's the lions. And then on Friday, I will be streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'll be doing Dynamax Adventures, so if you guys want to join in with those, you are very free to. Would highly recommend checking those out, they'll be very fun. But yeah, I hope you've all had a great time, I certainly have, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye and good night.